Let us first go through with the parts of the Chem 7 analyzer. First is photometer cover, second is printer cover, third is the display, fourth is a keypad, fifth is aspiration tube, sixth is ASP switch, seventh is PC transmission port, eighth is incubator connector, ninth is external keyboard port, 10th is external printer which can be attached to this instrument, 11th is DC input supply connector, 12th is peristaltic pump cover, and 13th is the main on-off switch. Further on, let's study the features of the analyzer. Moving to hardware specifications, the system type is open and flow cell. Second, the measurement principle on which the device works is colorimetry, turbidometry, or immunoassay based, depending on the assay reaction which you are carrying out. Third, applicable analytes are for photometric assay, these are enzymes, lipid, protein, sugar. And for turbidometric assay, it can be immunoglobulin G, A, C3, C4, RF, etc. can be used. Now, it is a benchtop type of setup and the photometric range is from 0 to 2.5 OD. Talking about the optics, so this device has 8 wavelength static photometric group with following interfere filters of 340, 405, 450, 505, 546, 578, 600, 670 nanometer. Now, the type of the detector present in this device is 8 UV vis silicon photodiodes. Unique triple qubit system is present in this device. Like 18 microliter flow cell is present. Second, 10 mm square qubit can also be used. And the last, 6 mm round glass tube with adapter for coagulation and ELISA test can be performed. Now the measurement volume which can be used is 18 microliter, and this device is also having thermostat. That is, it can control the temperature from 20 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. The keyboard of the device is rugged waterproof keyboard, and it is also having 41 fixed and 6 dynamic keys. The printer is also present in the device. It is high resolution and option for connecting external USB printer is also there. Now the display is high resolution graphics LCD 320 into 240 with LED backlight, and the view area of the screen is 120 by 92 mm. Now talking about the interfaces present at the back of the device, it is having USB-B type port for host computer and USB-A type port for external USB DeskJet printer. Also, it has external PC or AT keyboard. Real-time clock is also built in the device, and the processor is 16-bit with 384 KB flash memory. Now talking about the memory specifically, it is having 2 MB serial flash and 2 MB EEPROM for storage of patient data, quality control data, and chemistry parameters. It also has a replaceable lithium battery. On the keyboard, there are 6 dynamic keys which are LCD display screen specific. 0 to 9 keys are used for entering a number from 0 to 9 as seen on the key. This key is used to enter negative sign or decimal point when required. If you press it once, the negative sign can be entered. If pressed twice, the decimal point gets entered. The paper feed key is used to advance the printer paper by one line. This is a software reset key used to reset the analyzer without resetting the memory. This is an indication LED which blinks when wash or aspiration key are pressed. It indicates that the peristaltic pump is in action. The LED stops blinking after 5 ml of the water is aspirated or when the programmed volume of liquid is aspirated. Now there are 28 multifunction keys which act as 56 direct chemistry access function keys. The function of this key depends on number of times the key is pressed. If pressed once, chemistry written on the top of the key gets activated. And if pressed twice, chemistry mentioned at the lower part of the key gets activated. For example, if pressed once, GLU, that is glucose, will activate. And if pressed twice, GHB gets activated. The Chem7 analyzer can be used to analyze various kidney function test, liver function test, sugar level test, as well as albumin test. In this video, I will be showing you how to perform sugar level test, that is the glucose test by Chem7 analyzer. But for this test, what we need is first either serum or urine sample from the rodent, and the second is the Erba glucose kit. In this experiment, we will be isolating serum from the rat blood. So let us proceed with the serum preparation. There are some safety measures we adopt before entering the animal house. That is, wearing of the lab coat, head mask, as well as the gloves. Variety of rodents are present in the animal house. Depending on the study, we can choose whether we wish to use mice or rats. In the present study, we are using rats. It is always advisable to prepare beforehand for the surgery. As it is rightly said, planning ahead can help ensure you have a successful procedure. Place the rat in the desiccator saturated with inhalational anesthesia. After the anesthesia is being induced, we will be further proceeding for rat blood collection. Blood is collected from the venous sinus, the rat is restrained, the neck is gently scrubbed, and the eyes made to bulge. A capillary tube is inserted medially, laterally, or dorsally. Now, blood is allowed to flow by capillary action into the capillary tube. The blood sample obtained is a mixture of venous blood and tissue blood. If more volume of blood is needed, then cardiac puncture is a suitable technique to obtain a single large, good quality sample from the euthanized rat. Allow the blood to rest undisturbed. The clot is then removed by centrifugation and the resulting supernatant is designated as serum. So basically, serum is the liquid fraction of the whole blood that is collected after the blood is allowed to clot. Following centrifugation, it is very important to immediately transfer the liquid component, that is the serum, into a clean propylene tube using pipette. The serum samples can be stored at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius if you wish to use it before 48 hours for the analysis purpose, whereas if the serum is not analyzed immediately, then the serum should be appointed into 0.5 ml aliquots and stored at minus 20 degrees Celsius or lower. It is very important to avoid the freeze-thaw cycles because this is detrimental to many serum components. If you observe that the serum samples are slightly pinkish in color, it is advisable to recentrifuge it for 10 minutes at 3000 G. Thereafter, removing very carefully the serum to another epi. Firstly, remove the instrument cover, turn on the main switch and the UPS, followed by turning on main switch of the instrument. Switch on the analyzer. It will automatically check all the important devices and will show the status on display. If all the hardware tests are okay, then the home screen will be displayed. This screen is also referred to as the home screen of the analyzer. The other test key is used to select a test page by pressing the first letter of the corresponding test name. The parameter key is used to view direct access chemistry parameters. The QC key. This checks the accuracy of sample analysis data from day to day. Specifically, the QC program consists of checking the accuracy and precision of the analysis. The system setup key is used to set the laboratory information, system date, time, and data output mode. The report key is generally used for patient-wise report of all the chemistry runs for a particular sample identified by the following parameters, that is the date, ID, date and ID, and date and test name. When the wash key is pressed once, the peristaltic pump starts aspirating. If pressed again, the peristaltic pump stops aspiration. If the key is not pressed again to stop washing, it will automatically stop after aspirating approximately 5 ml water. The display will show all the parameter heads concerning the selected analysis, as in this case is glucose. Using the numeric keys, all the parameters of the chemistry is to be set. The cursor can be shifted to the required position using the arrow keys, and it can be modified or set as per the kit requirement. This is the aspiration tube from which the washing steps, distilled water, our test samples, standard samples can be aspirated. Carefully place the aspiration tube in the beaker filled with distilled water and make sure that the tube is submerged in water. Press one time the GLU, that is glucose key, and the parameters will be displayed on the screen. The analyzer has already set all the parameters. The mode is 1 point. The filters are set to be at 505 and 670 nanometer. The factor is 0 and the standard concentration of the glucose is 100 mg per dl. If you want to test the serum samples for GHB, then press the key twice and the parameters will be displayed on the screen. Likewise, you can change or set the parameters as per the requirement. We are using Airba glucose kit. The kit consists of reagent 1, that is the glucose reagent, glucose standard of 100 mg per dl concentration, and third is the glucose diluent. Firstly, allow the vials to attain room temperature, that is between 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. Dissolve the contents of each vial using glucose diluent and make up the final volume to 200 ml depending on the pack size, and transfer it into a clean, dry, amber colored bottle. Pipe it out. There will be 3 samples to be tested. First, the blank, second, the standard, and third, the test. In case of blank, add 1 ml of working reagent. Thereafter, add 10 microliter of distilled water. The standard will consist of 1 ml of working reagent accompanied by 10 microliter of the standard, that is glucose 100 mg per dl. In case of test, add 1 ml of the working reagent accompanied by 10 microliter of our test sample. Now we will observe in case of blank, no color is observed. In case of standard, an intense pink color is observed. And in case of our serum sample or the test sample, we can see a slight pink color is being observed. Press the run test key. On the display screen, aspirate water will be blinked. Thereafter, press the read button and the absorbance will be shown on the screen. The analyzer will further ask us to aspirate the reagent blank. Submerge the aspiration tube in 1.5 ml epi having the blank. Press the read button and the delay time of 5 seconds will be displayed. Thereafter, the absorbance values will be displayed on the screen. Similarly, the device will ask us to aspirate the standard, and after pressing the read button, the absorbance will be displayed on the screen. At the end, press the wash key and we will see that the red light will be blinking. After few seconds, press again the wash key and the aspiration of distilled water will stop and all the washed liquid will be collected in the discard. When you are done with the experiment, press the reset key and the home screen will be displayed on the screen. Turn off the main switch of the analyzer, turn off the UPS and the main switch. Lastly, make sure you cover the analyzer with the cover. Glucose level of the serum samples can be calculated with the help of the formula, that is absorbance of the test divided by absorbance of standard multiplied by concentration of the standard, that is 100 mg per dl. For example, the absorbance of the test is 0.45 and the absorbance of the standard comes out to be 0.6. Then the glucose value comes out to be 75 mg per dl. So we can conclude from our result that the Vista rat is having normal glucose levels. Thank you.